Top of the top of the morning. Top of the morning. Good morning. Welcome to Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. This is season 1, episode 19. And I want to say good morning to everyone except the fucking Los Angeles Lakers. I also want to say good morning to everyone except for the fucking Chicago Bulls. And lastly, but most importantly, I want to say good morning to everyone for the exception of the Dallas Mavericks. I'm your host with the most. This is Daryl, and I got my man Corey with me. Corey, what's good, brother?
Yeah, man, we had a rough night last night, but you win some and you lose some. That's why we're back today. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, fuck the Lakers. I mean, whoever told you they weren't going to fall back under 500, man, they're falling back under 500.
No, this was a podcast I was listening to. It's Kevin O'Connor. It was a hot take, man. It was a hot take, right? I think that makes them at 500, right? That makes them 21-21. So now they just need another loss. But yeah, man, let's get into these quick games about last night. Last night, interesting ball, man. Interesting ball. Boston goes into Indy, gets it done. I took Indy first half. That was shit. Go ahead and lost that one. Charlotte takes care of Philly, surprisingly. That was a surprise there, right? 109-98. Orlando does loses against Washington. If you got him at the 6.5, sucks for you. 106-112. Miami smacks the entire shit out of Atlanta. 115-91. We called that, man. Right? That had to be a Miami side, but you know who's playing? Who is playing for Miami? So yeah, 115-91. They get it done. Dallas, fuck you. 85-108. 85-108 to the New York Knicks. What a shame. Houston. Well, I mean, it's San Antonio, Battle of Texas. 128-124. They get it done. Cleveland beats Utah. I'm not surprised, man. Not even surprised about that. 111-91. Brooklyn. Brooklyn. 138-112. They beat Chicago. And then the nightcap. Bruh. I don't know. No defense. 116-125. They lose to the Kangs. Man, I'm telling you. Some of these teams better get their shit together real fast, bro. Real fast. There's going to be a long second half of the season here. So yeah, those were the scores on last night. Some good ball, some bad ball, some terrible ball, and some ball I never want to see again from the Lakers. But here we are. You get what you get. So those are the scores, man. Let's get into today's action. Yeah, first game we have, man, is Golden State at the Milwaukee Bucks. Line opened up at 2.5. It is now at 2. Total on this game is 223.5. I'll tell you right now, man, I'm looking. I think, if I'm right, Clay is going to play the full game. He won't have a restriction today, but he's resting tomorrow. He's resting tomorrow, right? Yep. This is going to be an interesting game. He looks pretty good. He looks in pretty good form. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm liking the way Clay is looking. So this is going to be his third game, right? I wonder if you're going to see some different actions here. You don't have Dre here. And because you don't have Dre, you don't have any bigs, right? I guarantee you that on that DFS, oh, man, Giannis has probably got to be at like 12,000, bro. Because he's going to feast today. You know what I'm saying?
12,300.
Yeah, he's going to feast today. He's got to feast. Golden State is already a small team. Milwaukee Bucks have the best big man that we can arguably say in the game right now, national or, world champion. I'm telling you, man, the way I thought about it was this, and I saw this in their Memphis game. This team is completely different if they don't have Dre. Just completely different. Now, the line moved to Golden State on the last game, right? And I'm just like, okay, something a little different here. We see the same thing happening now. I know how Milwaukee is away and at home. They're like two different teams. You got some key injuries. You got Grayson Allen, who's out. Drew Holiday, who's doubtful. George and Brooke, they've been out. But yeah, man, this one here, man, I can't gauge this one for real. Not without drain the game. I don't want any action. Who you like here, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I won't be betting this game. We got two good teams here, but I will say Milwaukee shows up when they play the top teams, man. Every time they've played a top contender, they just go in, they get it done, man. Brooklyn, any of these guys that are trying to take their crown, they get up for those games. I think the fact that they don't have Drew Holiday really hurts them tonight, though. I won't bet this game, man. I think we got two good teams, and I think one of them could definitely run away with this thing if they get hot. So lean here would be Milwaukee, man. But honestly, I think we just got some good basketball here.
Yeah, this would be a good game to watch, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, was this the TNT game? Yeah. So this is going to start off that doubleheader on TNT for us. It's going to be some good basketball, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. This would be a really good game to watch, but I wouldn't want to really have any money invested into it. I just don't know which side to go on this one. So yeah, man, that one right now, no action. Next game we have, man, Minnesota Timberwolves at Memphis Grizzlies. This line was at 5.5. It still is at 5.5. Total being 230. High scoring. High scoring, man. That's wild. That is wild. You still have Brooks out, but other than Pons, I mean, you technically have a set team in both teams, if you want to call it that. In both teams. Steven Adams, he's out. That's your, a good big. There was a prop going on along for a while that first team to score, because Memphis was literally winning every jump ball, Corey.
Yeah.
So the books hadn't caught on to it yet, man. But if you look at the numbers, Memphis was scoring first in every game. This was in the beginning of the season. But that just goes to show you how important Steven Adams is. I like Triple J. I like the amount of shit talking that Memphis is doing. You literally, I believe that was Ja's father, man. You heard him from the stands against Golden State, bro.
You heard him from the stands. That guy wouldn't shake that kid's hand, and I'm on board with it.
Yeah, Ja.
I don't buy your kid a courtside seat.
Yeah. He's like, somebody go find that kid. Yeah, don't get him a courtside seat. How about a goddamn Golden State jersey? Those guys are a mess, man. But yeah, right now, like I said, I didn't understand the line with the Golden State game, right? I kind of don't understand this line. I mean, 5, I guess that's where it should be, because you did see Golden State get back into action, but that was third quarter. I'm telling you right now, man, I do like the way Memphis is playing, and something that's almost a guaranteed lock, almost, it seems like, is Memphis first half, right? Memphis first half has got to be the play on this game, only because, if it's going to be a high scoring game, then those points are going to come heavy and fast. And I just believe that ultimately, when the game is over, that Minnesota's not going to be able to keep up with them, just as far as scoring, right? Now, could Minnesota cover the spread? Probably so, right? Probably so. But as far as there being a good spread to take, I do like Memphis first half here. That's what I'm looking at. What do you like here, man?
Yeah, I mean, I bet Memphis last night at -4.5.
Yeah, it did open at 4.5. Yep.
Yeah, look, Memphis will lose a game here sooner or later, but I don't think it's going to be against the Minnesota Timberwolves. We talked about them the other night. This team is overhyped because they got to play the worst teams in the league there for a stretch, back to back to back. Minnesota's not that good of a team. You got Memphis striding right now, playing good teams, testing themselves against, they played Brooklyn, Cleveland, Golden State in the last 5. Yeah, man, I mean, I guess you could I mean, if you're betting Minnesota, you could hope Memphis just doesn't show up for this game, but
Mhm.
they're gonna get this done, man. Jaw's gonna get this done. They're rolling right now. They're trying to make a statement, trying to make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Memphis minus 4.5. I'll definitely look at the first half line as well here, but this could be a trifecta spot here for Memphis.
Yeah, this reminds me of Utah last year. If you remember, Utah went on like a 15-game tear, bro, where they were just covering spreads and running through teams. This is starting to look just like that. 10 games in a row.
Yeah,
10
this line
games, dog. They've only lost one spread in that time. That was against the Lakers, and that they missed it by a point. You know what I'm saying? 1 point. So the look has definitely got to be Memphis. I'm kind of scared of the full game, but I do like the first half. Think I might get there. So yeah, that is definitely a good game to have. Next game we have, man, Clippers, LA Clippers at New Orleans. Total on this game is 215. Line open up at 3.5. It's 3, but you still see some 3.5s in some books. I'm telling you, man, it took you to really kind of tell me and realize, well, I'm not going to say it took you because of you, but no, man, just had to look back at those games, Corey. I was like, yo, New Orleans is the deal now. They are the real deal to the point to where they can get up for games.
Yeah.
They can absolutely get up for games, man. And what they've been doing on these last few games, of course, they've been losing, right? But they've been playing some heavy teams. Some heavy teams. They just beat Denver, dog.
Mhm.
We were all on Denver. They lost to Memphis real bad, lost to Phoenix, beat Brooklyn, lost to Toronto. I mean, they've been playing some heavy teams. Clippers, not so heavy, bro. Not so heavy here. So the thing is they still, I mean, they've only won 15 games, dog. So now you're telling them to not only win, but cover the 3. And that's what I'm a little afraid of here. LA Clippers, as bad as they've been looking, they're at 500. They're 21-21. So if I'm liking an angle, I mean, it seems like you definitely should take the points. I just can't take New Orleans just yet. I just can't take them just yet. I mean, that was another buzzer beater by Ingram, right? And you basically got all your players back. And then Clippers have not so much of anyone back just yet. I mean, they're getting their set pieces, but at the same token, they're just barely skirting by. I mean, Clippers right now, man, they beat Denver, they beat Atlanta, they lost to Memphis, lost to Phoenix, lost to Minnesota. All the while, man, New Orleans beat Minnesota, lost to Toronto, beat Golden State, lost to Phoenix. So I just think this is one of those games, honestly, where New Orleans can come in and get it done. I just don't know about 3 points, and I don't know if I this one here I just can't gauge at all. I would have to look deeper into the numbers. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this one. The Clippers have been real scrappy defensively lately. Even though they don't have their pieces in place, they've seemed to be getting it done on nights they shouldn't get it done. Look, I like New Orleans if you're going to get them plus money right now, but I'm not giving points with this team either. So I won't bet this game.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, my lean's probably the Clippers here.
Really? Yeah.
They play really good defense. New Orleans has success when they get to run free on the court, real loose game. They get into high scoring affairs. They don't like when teams try to really lock down on them. So, yeah, the Clippers defense is for real. I honestly think if this Clippers team could get healthy in time, they're a playoff team here. So, it'll just depend how quickly they can get Paul George back. But yeah, I mean, my lean's Clippers here, but I won't be betting this one tonight.
I wonder if this is kind of a get in and out game. Pelicans 17-23 first quarter ATS, 6-13 at home and 11-10 away. So they suck at home. Clippers 18-21, 11-14 at home, but 7-2 away. So there goes your scrappiness. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is not, this is the whole season. So things could change. If you have last 5, last 3, that could probably do you better. But yeah, maybe I'll look more into like a first quarter, first half play here. See how these numbers run out. Yeah, next game, man. OKC at Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn got it done last night, so you see them back at home. They was in Chicago. Now they're back at home. Line is -9.5. Total 216.5. Somebody's not scoring. Somebody's not scoring. 216.5. Somebody's not scoring. So 9.5 is a lot of points. Now you don't have Kyrie again, man. Jesus. This is on NBA TV, so this isn't a primetime game, if you want to call it that. Everybody doesn't have the NBA channel. I'll tell you right now, I don't got any play in this game. I don't have any play in this damn game at all. Now, Aldridge is questionable, right? I think I remember seeing something, and this could just be totally false, but they're thinking about just fining Kyrie if he plays at home or fining the team. Something like that. Something I had seen probably on Twitter, but he could possibly start playing home games, which would be crazy, and just basically have this small fine that has to be paid. OKC is probably almost at full strength here. I mean, you got your main pieces. You have SGA, you have Lou Dort, you have Josh Giddey, you have Polkusevsky. You have these guys playing. They're all young, right? They're all young. They still need time to grow. They still need development. And so I just don't know what to do here with this team. 9.5 points. We've seen them come back against the Lakers at being down 26, right? 13-27 this team is. New Orleans has a better record than OKC. Looking at their last games, man. Jesus. They've lost 8 of the last 10. But they are covering spreads, which is wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in the last 10. 7 and 3 in the last 10. They've been covering spreads. 9.5 is a lot. I don't think I want to get there with Brooklyn, especially off of a back-to-back. This is the second leg of a back-to-back. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, I won't bet this game either, but you got a couple things to look at. One, the Nets might sit a bunch of guys here on the back-to-back, so keep an eye on that. If everyone sits, I think OKC can cover the 9.5. I still don't think they win the game, even if it's just against Durant. The problem at Chicago, man, I mean, how many times in a row can you get your hand caught in the cookie jar, man?
Jesus.
James Harden will draw the foul on you if
Jesus.
you're trying to hand check this guy. I thought I was watching James Harden from 3 years ago. I mean, the guy was at the free throw line the entire game. You go on a mini run, and then all of a sudden, you're hitting this guy's elbow on step back threes.
Yeah. He'll get you every time, man.
Yeah, you can't do it. Harden's that guy, man. So, God, it's tough to watch, man. It's brutal, especially when you bet against these goddamn guys.
Yeah, man.
And they bring the rookie in there for a second in the second quarter, and this guy fouls Harden like 3 plays in a row. The guy shoots 8 free throws. All of a sudden, it don't matter what you're doing on the other end. Sooner or later, you're going to miss. That guy's shooting free throws. You're going to miss your shot. So, OKC has been covering spreads, but
yeah,
honestly, if Brooklyn's rolling, then they're going to win this one by 20. But I'll probably wait, see the injury report. But as of right now, man, I don't have a side in this one.
Yeah, man, I'm over it. I am totally over this game. I would have to see if there is a number. Well, of course, you can look it up. How many double-digit spreads they've covered? Because this might. I don't see this actually. Let me see. Was it at 10? Yeah, was that 10.5? Yeah, well, actually, was at 10.5 and bet down already. So I would love to see how low this number goes. But yeah, no play for me on this one at all. Next game we have, and last game on the slate, short slate, Portland at Denver. This line is now at -9, open up at 8.5. Saw some 9s somewhere. Total on this game is 215.5. So let's see. Did that drop that? Okay, so maybe that might be a different number there. Yeah, 215, 216 is the number now in this game. I'll tell you, man, I don't want any action with Denver after you lost to that buzzer beater
Mhm.
in New Orleans. This is a prop game. This is an absolute prop game. You got to look at some players to play here, but I don't have a play on this game. I'll tell you now. If I'm going to play, it's going to be Portland. If that makes sense, it's going to be Portland. They're on a little quick 2-game win streak. They beat Sacramento. They beat Brooklyn. They turn around and play tomorrow, though. So I don't know if I like that back to back. Well, no, not tomorrow because it is the 13th. I thought it was the 14th. Yeah, this is another game I don't want any action on. I haven't been playing a lot of Portland teams, and I haven't been doing much with Denver. God knows what's going on with Denver right now. I have no idea. They're good, they're bad. Either you got to catch them on which day they are. Either they're really good or they're really bad. You beat OKC, you beat Sacramento, but you lose to Utah, you lose to Dallas, you beat Houston, you beat Golden State, and you beat the Clippers. And then you lose to the Clippers. Which way do you go with Denver, man? I know you got a lot of injuries over there as well. You did have some people out for a while. You're still probably waiting on Jamal Murray to come back really healthy. You have Will Barton that's, he's probable. Michael Porter Jr., PJ Dozier, and these guys matter. These guys matter. They just haven't been there. So I don't know if this is one of these games or one of these teams that you just kind of fall back a little bit, look at different players to play on. But definitely I can't gauge this team right now. I can't gauge them. But I would take Portland just on GP alone. When I mean GP, I just say game plan. You see Simon's coming around. But he's out. That's right. Personal. I wonder if that's his grandfather's funeral.
Yeah, I don't know. My problem with this game is that Portland has everyone out all of a sudden, even more than normal. So I can't even tell you who the starting five is going to be for Portland.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably going to see.
Well, you'll have Rocco,
Dennis Smith Jr.
You'll have Rocco probably. You'll have Nasir Little unless he's out. You have Ben McLemore, and then that's
two of them. You got Nurkic down low.
Yeah.
But guards, I mean, you're gonna probably see Dennis Smith Jr., McLemore.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a Denver game, but 8.5 is a lot for a team that's not getting it done. And you know who I can't stand watching play basketball, man? Is Campazzo.
Fernando Campazzo. Hey, man.
This guy's like 0 for 11 the last 2 games, and he just keeps shooting. He doesn't care. I watched this guy like hit the side of the backboard on one play, came down the next side, and like barely grazed the front of the rim on the next shot, and he's just pulling the trigger. He doesn't give a shit. Second half, fourth quarter, game on the line, he doesn't give a shit. He's pulling the trigger. Yeah, we need Jamal Murray back, man. That guy drives me nuts.
Hey, man, that's Argentina's finest, bro. I'm telling you, he's not scary. I want to say there was a game last year which made me hate him, and then I got real, man. Twitter came after me. Argentina Twitter came after me. I think he's Argentina, Cordoba, bro. I want to say Boston came back and beat them after they were up like 20 points, and it was just these mistakes Campazzo had made, bro. I tell you, I was getting cussed out in Spanish, all types of languages, man. I'm telling you, bro, do not mess with Campazzo, bro. Facundo Campazzo. Don't mess with him.
Play down in Argentina for all I care. I'm not betting on that guy in the NBA.
I've never been a big fan of him, man.
I need to find. I hope they have props on him today because I'm betting his under. This guy can't hit anything.
So he's not doing nothing today, man.
I'm just looking at this guy's game log, man. This guy sucks.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Campazzo, to be honest with you. He I'm missing. I'm already missing the name. The dude. He reminds me of Deladova.
Yeah, another guy, man.
He reminds me of Deladova.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see more Monte Morris on the court, but yeah, look. If you're going to bet anything here, I mean, I'd probably try and find a line on Denver first half, but I'm not giving 8.5 with this Denver team. Portland doesn't have anybody on the other side to make me feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna cover either. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
I might get to sleep early tonight, man. No need to stay up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel bad for people on the East Coast too, man. I have a
Yeah.
hard time catching these late games.
Mhm.
And we live on the West Coast, man. These start at 10:30 for these guys
Yeah.
on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it go, man.
Yes, this might be an early night, man.
Yeah,
I got
this
no
slate is kinda shitty. It is kinda shitty. Alright, man, let's get into our leans for today. Yeah, man. Right now, I'm gonna look at this line. I don't have a line for it. I'm thinking it's gonna be 3. If I jump on it early, I'm thinking I'm looking at Memphis first half. I'm thinking that number is either gonna be a 2.5 or 3. That's my lean and only lean. Memphis first half. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have too many leans tonight. I'd say the same thing. Leaning on that first quarter, first half for Memphis here.
Okay.
Gotta see what those lines come out at. But yeah, there's a lot of games I'm staying away from tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get into our official picks. Yeah, man, official picks. I'm thinking that's going to be a heavy lean that's going to turn into an official pick. Memphis first half. I think I just got to go there. Memphis first half. That's going to be a heavy lean that I'm going to turn into an official pick. Anything for you?
Yeah, I already got it locked in. I got Memphis -4.5. I would take them at the 5.5 too. I think Memphis just gets this thing done tonight, man.
Yeah, they've been winning spreads. They've been winning spreads. So we will
I
see,
gotta
man.
say, man, you got a better stomach for betting than me, man. You bet those unders. I can't bet unders, man. I don't know how you do it, man. You're like sitting around, you're hoping some shots start missing there in the fourth quarter, man. I'm like, damn, I'd rather chase the total, man, and play the overs.
I
Can't
hear you.
hope some some guys start missing, man.
Yeah, man. It's a science to it, really. I mean, that's where a trend is right now, really. But a lot of those games, I don't share with everyone because I mean, on paper, like if you look at my Twitter, you think I'm losing a lot of games, which I am because those are the ones that I'm posting, right? But in the long run, we'll see. We'll see what the spreadsheet does. We will see what this spreadsheet looks like by the end of the year. But I really, really honestly want to try to learn this prop game. I mean, a lot of more seasoned cappers have learned how to move to that and not lose money, right? Because the market right now is the prop market.
Mhm.
If you can play props, man, you have an advantage in this game, especially this season. So we'll see. All right, man, that is our show. I want to take this time, man, and give a special shout out to Guy on Couch. I've tried to run this show a couple of times, and if you guys knew the work that goes on behind the scenes, basically, man, if I don't have Guy on Couch, man, I don't. There's not a show. There's just absolutely not a show done at this caliber. If I don't have Guy, I can text Guy on Couch at any given time and be like, bro, what are you doing? I'm on the couch. Or I need you to do this for me. All right, I got you. So yeah, man, I just appreciate him. I just had to give him a little shine. And then Corey, this is episode 19, bro. I mean, this is shit. This is a lot of shows. A lot of shows in a small amount of time. So let's get into the green. Let's get back to winning, man. And we will see you on the next day. Y'all be easy.